MRecktv.
You, the streets don't love you. Not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Word. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack.
YKTFV. You know the fucking vibes. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Santiago, aka Rich King Papi, and this MRecktv interview is sponsored by the Almodovar brand.
So I got the homie Rich King Papi, aka Santiago.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the beginning, my brother.
Okay.
Take me to your first industry placement. Like, you know, on my platform, they like to hear the backstories on me. Like,
okay.
So, please, just bring us to the first and actual first placement and your
how
beginning
it all began
in the game. How it all began, the origin.
So how it all began was, I'm from a small town right outside of Atlantic City called Pleasantville, New Jersey. And there's a lot of talent there, man. It's like a, you know, shout outs to all the people back home. You know, Rodney Jerkins is from there. My man, Roy Hamilton is from there. He did Stutter for Joe. You know, my boy Jersey Devil, you know, Jersey Devil's from Atlantic City. You know, he's working with Game and now he's on tour with Blueface.
Salute to him.
So salute to Jersey Devil. There's a lot of people in that little 7-mile radius that are bubbling. So anyway, long story short, you know, all of my favorite rap albums recorded at this particular spot called Chung King House of Metal. You know, back in the days when everybody used to read the credits. I would read the credits and saw that everybody recorded there.
Small
so,
man.
You know, me being, you know, keen to what was going on, I said, you know, we need to record there. So me and my guys, we took a trip to Manhattan, put our money together, and we recorded a song at the Chung King House of Metal, and just so happened that particular night, LL Cool J was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's the universe, bro.
Yeah, and at that time, he was like, he had just came off of I'm Bad, so he was that era. It was right. He was working on the Welcome with the Panther album.
LL, the superstar.
Superstar. So as fate would have it, you know, I was in the lobby when him and his entourage came in, you know, and it seemed like it was a slow motion to me because I was 16, so it seemed like it was slow motion.
16 years old. 16,
yeah.
Damn.
So they walked in, they had Def Jam jackets on, and somebody was carrying the crates, and then LL walked by with his bop, and you know, I ended up speaking to somebody that was in his entourage, a guy by the name of Cornell, who's since passed away.
Oh wow, R.I.P. So
yeah, R.I.P. to Cornell, and also to LL's manager and close friend, a brother by the name of Brian Latour, who to this day is still like one of my best friends and actually Powder Boy's godfather.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute to him.
So anyway, yeah, to this day, you know, still my best friend. So anyway, long story short, Cornell told me that, you know, he would bring LL up to my session. So, you know, I didn't believe him. You know, why would he bring him to my session, right? We had the B room upstairs, and LL was recording downstairs in the A room. So lo and behold, I'm in the control room, and in walks LL Cool J and pulls up a chair right next to me and sits down next to me.
Wow.
While I'm working on this beat, I'm like, so he's like, yo, who did the beat? Like, me. You know, what you think? So he was like, it's cool, but, you know, you need to, like, mix it better, and, you know, can you come back tomorrow and tweak it some more? And I'm like, man, this is it. We spent all our bread on this one, and then we're going to make it home. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
One of those type of things. And he looks at the engineer and goes, who's in here tomorrow? So they said, Houdini. So he said, well, bump Houdini and put my man in here.
Say word.
That's on Everything I Love.
That's crazy. You know, Houdini probably gonna be mad at you right now.
Man,
probably,
I'm sorry, man.
2019. Oh, that's the guy who took our session and we got bumped out of the slot for.
I'm sorry, man, but you know, he bumped y'all, man.
Yeah.
And he told the engineer to tell him that the mix board was messed up. He said, you know, bump them and put my man in here and bill it to me. I couldn't believe it. My manager at the time couldn't believe it. He ended up calling the studio from Jersey to verify. He's like, yeah, we have a session for them, billed to LL Cool J. And
wow.
I'm like, how can we pay you back, man? And he was like, just give me a copy of the record when it comes out. But at the time, we was going to disc makers. They was pressing the records up in Camden, right?
I utilized them. Yeah.
Yeah. So he paid for the record, man, and then and we ended up, you know, staying in touch, and his people, Brian, actually, I stayed in close contact with Brian. And then, you know, Brian would, you know, bring me in many things that they were doing. And to this day, Brian is still one of my best friends, and he's actually my mentor in music.
Wow.
You know,
salute.
I actually, and then LL started a label called Uncle Records through Relativity. And then, because at the time I had moved to LA after that whole situation. I moved to Los Angeles, and they flew me back to New York to work with two artists they signed called Kira Scott and a group called 20 Mad.
Got you.
So I ended up working closely with them, and I lived at the house with them on Ilion, and LL had an office on his grandmother's street.
Wow.
And I was staying there with the A&R guy, and we was working on projects and working and vibing, you know, living at the crib. And it was a great experience, man.
Wow.
And that was my first introductory into the business. You know.
Okay. Moving on from there, what's the next person you work with, or, you know?
The next person I worked with was a brother by the name of Intelligent Hoodlum back then. I mean, Tragedy Gaddafi, they call him Intelligent Hoodlum.
Oh, that's the homie. Okay.
Yeah. So I did a record with him for a black western. It was a song called Posse. The movie was called Posse. And it was Mario Van Peebles.
Hold on, you was on that Posse soundtrack with Big Daddy Kane and all?
Yeah, I did that single.
Wow.
That was Trag's first single off his second album.
And what was the name of it?
The song was called Shoot 'Em Up. So I did that record. And we almost didn't get that record because the original version that we did of it was too raw. And Mario Van Peebles that came to the studio and heard the song and was like, yo, I love the vibe, but if I can only change the words around to make it more about, you know, black cowboys and history. So he gave us a pamphlet to study, and we read it, then we went back and rewrote the song.
Oh, what?
And then everybody loved the record. We had A&M Records executives in the studio with us, and everybody was going crazy, and we ended up getting the first single. So they ended up using my song as the song for all the commercials for the movie.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
To this day, I still get checks from that because it was a sync fee with the movie. Thank you, bro.
No doubt, you're welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Still getting them posse checks.
Still getting them,
Rich
man.
King Papi, a.k.a. Santiago.
Still
Send them checks in, baby. Stop playing.
Still getting them, man.
No doubt.
Royalties are a good thing.
You heard?
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I honestly tell you, man, like all of my life, my music career has really been blessed. Like God had his hands on me from day one. Like,
God bless you.
When I hear all the terror stories and all the horror stories of other artists getting ripped off and people jerking them and the crazy shit they had to go through, that never happened to me. Because from day one, God, you know, had his hands on me in my career. Like,
salute.
After that, I ended up working with Nas.
Say word.
And
so from Trad, you went
to Nas. Yeah, the same brother, man, Brian Latour, at the time, he was managing LL Cool J, also managing Nas at the same time, which ended up being a conflict because I think L got sort of salty for Brian managing Nas too. And
wow.
Yeah,
so why would you say that though? Just so you know, I kind of know, but let the people know why.
All right. So at the time, Nas had just come off of Illmatic, classic album.
Facts.
Young kid, you know, Nas was young at the time, coming off Illmatic, which was a hip hop classic, and L was kind of like in transition, you know, because rap had just kind of transitioned. They went through that whole black empowerment thing with, you know, everybody, and then Public Enemy blew up, and then Nas was like the new street savior, right?
Facts.
So I get a call one night, and this is exactly how it went. I'm not putting no fluff on it.
No doubt.
I'm at my friend's crib chilling one night. I get a call around 11 o'clock at night from Brian. Brian goes, yo, bro, what's up, bro? I'm like, what's going on, B? What's up? He's like, listen, I got 2 slots on the Street Fighter soundtrack. One with Todd and one with Nas. Which one you want to do? So me, no disrespect to Todd, he's my man, but at the time, Nas...
Hold on. I know who Todd is.
Yeah, well, LL. Yeah, no disrespect to L, but he was like, I got 2 slots, man. What you want to do, man? I'm like, I'm going to take the Nas one, man.
Wow.
So then he goes, there's one catch, though, bro. Now, this is a Wednesday, right? There's one catch. It has to be done, mixed, and mastered by Friday. YKTFV. You know the fucking vibes. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Santiago, a.k.a. Rich King Papi, and this MRecktv interview is sponsored by the Almodovar brand.
The streets don't love you. Not at all. By now, homie, you shoulda knew that. Word. Ain't no Nino Browns in this town. You a new jack.
It's crummy beats, y'all.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktv promo, MRecktv promo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv.
It's got a music.